Welcome to another interview on the Hungry People channel. Today I have a really good friend of mine, Kim, joining me today. I met Kim back in 2018 at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, which I will be at this year. So you guys, if anyone's watching, you should definitely go. Um, so I met Kim back in 2018 and we became really good friends since, spending a lot of time together at her place. Her and her family have came to my place and we've had lots of special little gatherings there. Kim, if you wouldn't mind, why don't you share a little bit about yourself so that people can kind of get where you're coming from?
Hello, I'm Kim. First, I just want to say thank you for having me on the podcast. Appreciate you. Um, I am from Quakertown, Pennsylvania, and at the moment I do lots of juicing, raw foods. I am going to be holding some raw food events and Fruit Lux coming up, and
Yeah, you definitely. I've had your food. It's always off the charts.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Raw food cooking is actually, or uncooking is actually pretty difficult. So the people who do it, I give them a lot of props because it can be hard to make raw foods, especially if you're trying to make them taste like something that you've already had.
Yeah, it's really an art form. I got to give people credit too, because I am just like eat a banana, like lettuce with an
Yeah,
olive on it, take a bite. So you
simply
guys that really put the work
that.
into it, it's impressive.
Yeah. I like it because I think that it's nice just to have the option to be creative in the kitchen, and also like if you're transitioning, it's nice to just have another choice to go to besides just like the worst thing, like try something
Right. So
that's raw.
you're keeping it living, you're keeping it chemical free. Yeah, maybe it's not the best, maybe it won't digest the best, but at the same time, it's not a huge burden on your system.
Yeah, and I find that the longer that I've gone on my healing journey, that I actually am able to take more, I'm able to handle foods better.
Right. Yeah. So as your system's working better, it has more strength and vitality to actually break down whatever you are putting in.
Hmm.
So Kim, why don't you take us back? And you mentioned your healing journey. Why don't you take us back into like the beginning a little bit?
Okay, so when I was just a baby, I had skin issues. I probably was on medication from birth. Um, and I had to deal with dermatitis. Well, first, actually, it was called eczema, then it was
Mm,
dermatitis, psoriasis, and then finally, it was classified as like autoimmune disease.
wow.
That was like the last diagnosis I had, which was about 5 or 6 years ago, was autoimmune disease.
So they were
Um,
saying that your body was attacking the skin, your own skin.
yeah, I would wake up with rashes and open wounds on my body more often
Wow.
than not. Um, I was very uncomfortable just every day. And I played sports too, which didn't help because I ended up finding out that from the equipment that I wore, because I played ice hockey, so it's a lot of equipment. Just that alone was like making my skin go crazy, and I had to do topical ointments all the time.
Mm,
And it got to the point where I used them so much that they just stopped working. So
right.
I was putting steroids all over my skin, and it was pretty much for nothing because it didn't work anymore.
Yeah. Were you having also like acne issues or not really? Mostly just the flare ups.
Not me. My family members, my brothers have like a lot of pimples and oily
Okay.
skin. Um, so it does run in my family, but
Right.
yeah, no, it for me it was all just like acids coming out of my body constantly. Um, I had gone to an Eastern medicine doctor and a Western medicine doctor both in the same day, and
Uh-huh.
with both of their help, I kind of like was able to figure out the exact diagnosis or the exact type of dermatitis, which was the autoimmune disease that they gave me.
Hmm.
They said that it was like susceptible, like more. It was more susceptible to like fungus and stuff.
Okay. So were
So
they
like
saying you had like a yeast or candida overgrowth or something like that, or something different?
that's probably it too. But they were just saying that when bacteria get under the skin, it makes my skin flare up,
Mm,
and
gotcha. So
yeah,
maybe
it
it's
would just
getting like
take
trapped there.
a sometimes it would even just be hives, like it would be different versions of rashes. Like it was something different all the time. But
So is that
yeah.
when you started to see a turnaround in the issues you were having?
Um yeah, I had a lot of healing symptoms. I call them healing symptoms. A lot of people say that it's like a healing crisis
Mm,
or bad detox symptoms, but like I just say it's a healing symptom because I know that it's my body getting rid of a lot of stuff. So it
yeah, I
started,
like that better.
yeah, it started to get worse before it got better for me
Mm,
personally, because with all the medicine that I took, it was I think it needed to come out first
yeah, yeah.
for
It's a
about
lot.
three,
Your skin is going to absorb all of those chemicals for sure.
yeah, about three
Imagine.
years I was doing high fruit, purified water, lots of fasting, lots and lots of fasting, for about
You
3 years.
you do the
And
herbs too, right?
yeah, do herbs,
I think
mono
you guys
monofruit.
make your own too, like your own tinctures and stuff.
Yeah, we do tea and we do tinctures, and I want to learn how to do like salves and stuff as well. I
Yeah,
just started harvesting my own herbs too, which is
oh wow.
amazing. I love doing that.
Fresh is the oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, yeah, we got the woods behind us now. Before we were in Philly, so it's nice.
Right. Yeah, now I where I'm at, the mangoes are falling off the trees and I can't ever imagine buying mangoes again because it's like there's just so many from like one tree and it's
Yeah, the
absurd. And you could feel the difference in those compared to the ones that are at the store.
hmm yeah, they're just full of energy. They haven't been waiting to be
Right.
processed.
They're not stale anymore like they were.
hmm Yeah,
So were these did these physicians, are they the ones that got you eating more fruit or how did you
I
get more
wish.
into the fruit stuff?
I wish. I wish just one doctor would have said something about a healthy diet. I don't even care about like plant-based or vegan. Like if they would have
Mm,
just said like incorporate more fruits and vegetables, like they could have saved me so much suffering.
yeah.
Because like it was embarrassing to like exist. Like I've not been able to get jobs before. I
Wow.
asked to leave a job because my appearance, I've had people think that I'm contagious. So like I wish that they would have said something, but no, it wasn't until I met my partner who knew a lot about raw foods and detoxing. Um, he knew a lot of teachers who he learned from, and he taught me a lot about raw food and fasting and healing and regenerative detoxification. And like I had a lot of guidance from him.
Awesome. Did you start feeling better? Like maybe your skin didn't clear up, but did you start feeling better right away, or was it a long time
Abs-
until?
Absolutely, I felt
Oh,
better instantly.
that's the best.
Yeah,
Like it gives you hope again.
the first pull up I ever did in my life was after like a 24-hour fast, my first fast that I did, and I was like just amazed because I thought that I would have no strength, and then I was
Right.
able to do something I'd never been able to do my entire life, and I did. It.
Yes, Kim, you're definitely quite the badass because like you play hockey, you're doing pull-ups. Like I remember I was in like seventh or eighth grade, and me and this other guy were the only two in the entire class that could do at least one pull-up, let alone the other females and stuff. So you're definitely someone. You're an outlier, I would say.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting more into my fitness because, like I said, I was doing the detoxing and fasting and everything, but I still was having some flare ups. Um, and like specifically, it would be when I would sweat. So
Uh,
working out for me wasn't really too easy for a while. So I'm looking forward to actually getting back into my fitness because I grew up being on the ice or off ice for like 4 or 5 days out of the week. So it'll be nice to get back into it.
so it sounds like not only is life so much better, it's just continuing to get better. Would you say that? Does it feel that way? Now that you're getting your strength, like you've been pretty good for a while now, but it sounds like you're really coming into your own. You really know what you want. You're not putting up with BS and you're just doing what you want to do. And I
Yeah.
think that over the next 3 years, it's just going to blow up.
Yeah, I'm a different version of myself than I used to be, and it's like for the better, and I love it, and I'm looking forward to continuing to grow because I know that I have still so much to learn, and
Of
there's
course.
so many more experiences and open doorways to walk through. Like I'm stoked. Life is really good.
Great.
It's
That's
good to be
awesome to hear.
healthy, like, and it's good to help others. I love it.
Yeah, and then I know you did you have a raw retreat coming up, but you've had one in the past, right? With other females, or you were a part of that before? So you have some
Yeah,
experience?
I did a women's retreat. I did a women's retreat with Unique Gardens, my friend Sarah, and we did
Mm,
that in the Catskills in New York, and that was really great. We did like wound healing, altar work, and we did I did all the raw food cooking there.
ooh,
And
yeah,
yeah, we have this retreat coming up that's going to be all about raw food living and a healthy lifestyle. It's going to be camping, and we're going to be doing that in Quakertown, Pennsylvania.
nice.
And that will be on July 16th, 17th, and 18th. So it'll be a 3-day retreat for everyone to come and learn and experience our lifestyle, the way that we live.
Perfect. And when I upload this, Kim, I'll make sure I put a link to your info so that people can find that. But I just want to give my own testimonial that I've stayed with Kim and her partner Jeremy multiple times. They've hosted Thanksgivings. I've stayed at their house where they are now in Quakersville. Is it Quakerville or town?
Quakertown.
Quakertown. It's a beautiful area. It's very serene, very peaceful. Lots of nature, rocks you can sit on to meditate.
That's beautiful.
Really beautiful area, big lawn. So I'm sure you guys will be doing a lot of like lunches out there and dinners and campfires and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if Kim's making it, it's going to be good. It's going to be, everyone goes to bed at a decent time, and it's really social. Everyone's polite and gets along, and there's no drama, which is what I love about it too. And we're a little farther now. We grew up. I mean, we've spent the last few years pretty close. So I won't be able to make this one, but if I was around there, I probably definitely would be there. So if you guys are interested in learning more and you're in the Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York type of area, I definitely would consider it.
Thank you so much for your testimonial.
Of course, of course. And for those of you, like me and you met at Woodstock, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we met at Woodstock in 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018, and then we seen each other again 2020. I mean, sorry, 2019, and then we went to Pranic Festival at 2020, and you were like in the kitchen tearing it up, doing most of the work with the juicing,
Yeah,
and you
I
were working way harder than me, that's for sure.
I took it amongst myself to just like start doing things because I love to serve people, and I was the first person up anyway, so I was like, I'm
Yeah, I
just
was
gonna
gonna say
start.
that. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
you getting in the kitchen first.
yeah, because and plus I like if I can wake up early. Oh, I have no choice but to wake up early, especially if I'm sleeping outside because I hear all the animals wake up.
Right.
And so if I'm gonna be up at early, I might as well just like do something. It
Yeah.
makes it longer, and then I get done doing what I gotta get done early, and I get to relax and enjoy myself.
So just so people know, at your retreat, are you going to be doing things like you had before with the raw sushis or the cinnamon roll? Like what are you guys going to be doing? Because I've experienced my own thing when I was there, which was juices and raw cinnamon rolls and sushi. What are you guys
Yeah,
trying to get into this time?
we will definitely be doing probably meals that people who are coming can do at home
Okay.
because there's gonna be some raw food demos. So we're gonna be doing probably sushi. That's a really good one
So
because
that was my favorite. It was so good.
yeah, you can make so many different varieties and it's filling. So that will probably be one. But we don't have a set plan yet. There's definitely going to be some savory
Gotcha.
stuff, gourmet stuff, some desserts. And then also we're going to be doing lots of fresh cold pressed juice.
Mm,
Um,
it's my favorite. Yeah.
yeah, there'll be lots of treats and snacks to pick on as well throughout the whole time. There'll be an abundance of fruit, and it'll all be ripe and delicious.
Oh yeah, I'm actually kind of sad now that I'm hearing it. I'm gonna miss out. With so you guys also, I've always been the person that's throwing out tons of money, just going to Whole Foods or going to these stores and buying whatever's available that looks good. But you guys really have kind of mastered the art of buying in bulk, that classic 80-10-10, lots of volume fruit lifestyle, because you guys actually go to the wholesaler. Can you tell people a little bit about that? Because you guys are the only ones I know that do that.
Yeah, we go to the Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. I definitely recommend looking for a wholesale produce market. There's also like produce auctions and stuff too, but those might be a little bit more in bulk. I'm not sure how much they will sell you at an auction. But yeah, we shop at the wholesaler, and there you can get lots of fruit by the cases, or all produce by the cases, by the case, and you can get seconds too.
Hmm.
So you'll get something that is maybe too ripe to go to a supermarket, but it's perfectly right to eat right now, and
Nice.
get it for a lot cheaper too.
That's what we
And
love. We love to be able to eat now.
yeah, so we buy in bulk. My daughter eats a lot of big mono meals, so it's really important for us to have a lot of mono meal options for her.
Hmm.
Um,
I
and
remember I went with Jeremy one time and they had like the tiger stripe figs and it's like freezing cold in there and we got the big dolly and we're dragging around like 50 pounds of food and
yeah,
they were going to be getting rid of all these mangoes that weren't even ripe yet. We got like 40 cases of mangoes or something
yeah,
like that.
sometimes it's score big time. I have no shame in dumpster diving, especially if it's there, because it's just produce. There's no like fish or meat or dairy or anything going all over it. So I love scoring big at the wholesaler. We got 200 mangoes, or almost 200 mangoes once, and they still need to ripen. There is nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, when I was there, they just had them
I'm not
still in the
sure
boxes
dumpster
outside.
at the wholesaler though.
All good. I said when I was there, yeah, they just had these cases outside. It wasn't even in like a dumpster or anything, but it was like they were going to be getting rid of them, and they were like, "You guys can take these." So I mean, we just loaded up the car, no
Yeah,
problems, no questions asked.
yeah,
And you guys can get coconuts there. You can get all kinds. They had all kinds of melons.
yeah,
It was really amazing, actually.
yeah. And I like buying in bulk too, because uh like you can just save it for longer than you would imagine, because you can dry it, you can freeze it, and you can turn it into a lot of different other recipes. So it's just nice having the option to do that.
Yeah, you guys don't let anything go to waste. You actually make sure that you use it, whether you dry it, freeze it, eat it. It's
We
really
try
awesome
and
because you guys
rotate
have so much.
it. Yeah, we try and keep everything on a rotation, and if there's something that isn't really too great, we can just go to the compost now that we're living in the woods, and we just compost it.
Yeah, that must feel good
Yeah.
to have that option. And it's like every time I've been at you guys' house, there's like so much abundance. You've even had like mame sapote, Christmas melons, like you guys have the variety. I get
Yeah,
pretty
we know what we
boring.
like. We know what we like. And if we see it, then we're gonna get a lot of it usually.
Great. So, you mentioned that you were going through these autoimmune skin issues. For people out there, just maybe to give a little bit of hope or a little bit of direction, I'm going to tag or I'm going to put a link to your Instagram down below if that's cool with you, so people can
Cool.
find you and maybe ask you some questions both about the event or if they're going through some similar skin issues. I know skin's a big one. Skin's a big one, whether it's acne or psoriasis, but people are really one, they don't feel good because like you said, open wounds on your body, they could be
Yeah,
leading to
like what
infections and
sticks
all
to
types of
me.
issues,
Yeah,
even just how you feel about yourself. So would you have
yeah.
anything to say to people out there who are kind of confused or overwhelmed?
I would just like for everyone to know, with anything that they're going through when it comes to their health, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional,
Hmm.
just know that like you are capable of healing in so many ways, and that it doesn't matter what anyone tells you is possible. You should be encouraged to learn about healing in, I guess you should just learn about healing, about how to do it and why you're going to do it, and um
how to heal in a way that it's actually not going to come back in another week or so. It's you're actually solving the problem, and now you're freed from that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Like even the woman
Yes,
I just
exactly.
even the woman I just chatted with, her physicians were saying that, she's going to have to live with this vertigo or inner ear issue for the rest of her life. And right now she's a year on fruits and vegetables and she almost has no issues at all. And she was going through days at a time of not being able to
Yeah,
eat or whatever. And it's really disempowering to hear that you're not going to heal
yeah,
from a skin issue or a gut issue, or you're just going to have to deal with it. And what kind of life is that?
yeah. I was just talking to this about this to my friend this week, just like how discouraging it is to be told that you're going to have to live with something forever, and if you don't take care of it with what they're giving you, then you're going to suffer for the rest of your life, and then it's going to get worse,
Right.
and there's no solution. And I hate that. Like, I hate when it comes to anything when people just tell you that this is wrong and there's no solution for it, and it's
Right.
just like, well, now I'm hopeless. Now I'm going to be suffering with something that I have no control over, and I'm going to have to pay for it, and it's not my fault. But like, yeah, there are options, and like, it's worth looking into this lifestyle.
Yeah, just taking care of yourself a little more. Not once did I go to the physician that they say, "Are you sleeping well? Do you drink water? What are you putting in your body? Do you move your body?" It was just like, okay, this is off. We don't know what to do, or we could do this thing that could potentially have a bunch of problems that come along with it. So
Yeah,
it's nice to hear. What's that?
I was just saying yesterday that I used to go to the doctor, and every time I would go, there would be something else that was wrong with me. It was like always there was like something else that was wrong with me, and now I don't have any issues at all, which is
Yeah, and I seen the pictures
great.
you posted of your skin problems and how it is now, and it's really amazing. So I encourage people to go check that out on your Instagram, because the proof is in the pudding, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
and
like,
and
tell me.
there's nothing better than feeling better. If you feel good, at least you can take
Yeah.
action in your life. Be with the people you want to be with. You can make money in a way that you want to make it, and you have
Mhm.
the option, instead of just struggling through your life trying to just survive while still feeling bad. It's not really a good
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah, no, like health is achievable. And like, I know that it can be hard a lot of times. People can be in situations where they don't have access, but
Yeah,
that's why I gotta like start advocating more for fruit forests, community gardens,
yeah,
and access to clean, sustainable products.
and
And
environments. Yeah,
yeah, start feeding the children something that's good for them, because like I'm homeschooling my daughter now specifically because I got so annoyed with the health class and what they were telling her is healthy food, and I'm like,
right.
can't believe
I mean, it's
this.
it's absolutely insane, the food that they serve in schools. I mean, okay,
Oh
not everything has to be fruits and vegetables. I understand that. It doesn't have to be
yeah,
like super strict, but
the
their
option that.
it's literally like prison food. Like it's the worst, greasy, GMO, preservative filled, toxic cooked oil garbage that probably led to a lot of issues that I ended up suffering by the end of high school.
Yeah,
But Kim, we're gonna end up wrapping it up around here. Is there anything else you want to say before we close out?
thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. This is great.
Yeah,
It's always good to talk with you.
it's good to talk to you always.
Awesome. So everyone, I'm gonna put the link down below for Kim's Instagram. Go follow her. If you guys are feeling a little overwhelmed, a little confused in where to go with your health, maybe you have chronic fatigue, maybe you're having some skin issues or digestive issues and you just wish you had more energy and you could feel a little better, reach out to Kim, maybe ask her a few questions, get some ideas, reach out to me. And we would love to assess what you have going on, maybe shift a few things that aren't too overwhelming. And then you'll see that you can just kind of come to life and open up a world of possibilities that you can heal, you can feel better, you can live the life that you want. You just got to take action by asking for help, hire a coach or read a book, do something, take some money and invest, because a lot of people want everything for free and then they don't take it serious. So invest in your health. And a great place to start could be at Raw Food Festival Kim's going to be putting on. So stay tuned to that. All right, Kim, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.